little bit more background how I became US citizen. Before revolution in Iran in 1979, my uncle came to the United States for military training as an agreement between the United States and Iran at the time. He got married to a US citizen, he became US citizen himself, and after a while he applied for my dad for immigration. Our immigration process took about 12 years, and finally on February 2012, we landed on US soil and we became the US resident and we got our green card. I'm married, we live in Mooresville, and as Steve told you before, I work at Lowe's. To remind all of us that people in the United States are powerful, important, and can and should influence the government at any level and all levels. I'm glad for this opportunity, and I want to encourage all of us to participate maybe a little bit more in political activities, because I know what we have here in terms of US democracy and process and systems are dreams. Sometimes a very out-of-reach dreams for so many people in other countries, in different countries. I know that sometimes we all tend to take what we have as granted and we think that we are not going to lose it, but I believe it is not true. If we are not exercising our rights, eventually and gradually we are going to lose them. It is like our health. If we don't work out, it is just a matter of time to get sick. Particularly, I would like to emphasize on voting and why I believe it is important to vote. So let's review the latest rate of the voting. For 2016 presidential election, only 57.9% of people voted. It means 42.1% didn't vote. It's almost 93 million people, more than the whole population of Iran. For the same election, only 28.5% of people voted in primaries, Democrats and Republicans combined. I'm not a US citizen and I don't have a right to vote, but I talked to so many people during the election and I asked them why they didn't want to vote, why they didn't willing to vote, and I'm giving you some of the major answers that I received. Quote unquote, no matter who is in the office, they are not going to do anything for us. Quote unquote, big companies and rich people are supporting them. They are not going to take care of me. Quote unquote, I'm not into politics. As long as I have my job, I'm good. If I lose my job, I will get another one and I'm happy. Quote unquote, the people in the government not only care about, they are only care about themselves. Some of us might have similar or different answers, but I'm surprised. Because the arguments and reasons that those people gave me are exactly the same arguments and answers that I was when I was in Iran. I'm not going into the details, but because the system and process are not democratic, although there are elections, most of the time, elected people, they cannot do much for ordinary people, even if they want to. For example, not everybody in Iran can run for presidency, and oppositions are being removed by the name of law from participating in political activities and gaining power. So when people here gave me the same exact reason that I had when I was in Iran to not voting, that was surprising for me. So let me tell you something. United States democracy and Constitution have enabled all of us to hold our representatives accountable. If we are not and have not been satisfied with what our representatives are doing when they are in government or Congress, it is not their fault, it is ours. If we don't take time to listen to them during the campaign, if we don't ask them hard questions, if we don't fact check them, if we don't vote, then how and why we should expect them to listen to us in a way that we want to? I think and I believe participating in political activities and exercising our rights will help us to hold our representatives accountable, will help us to hear the voice of the other people that have different opinion than us. We need to use all the tools that our democracy has given to us. And if anyone thinks that people here in the United States are powerless and cannot influence the politics at any level, it is simply not correct. We can and should change the policy that we don't agree with. And we can and should make this country even better. At least this is what I'm going to do. Because I know what it means to be powerless in your country. And what we have here is not being powerless. Thank you for your attention.